All right, clap it up. I.S.U.P.K Canada, another live class. All right, coming to you live. All right, I'm currently in the States. All right, New York City. All right, we're going live nonetheless for I.S.U.P.K Canada. If you have any questions, type them in. Questions, type them in. All right, you see the title. All right, you see the title. Officer Adiyar is in. Trooper Bakwashia, did you get the invite? You got the invite. Go ahead and take the link, the invite that was sent to you. All right, and let's go ahead and get it on. All right, we're going to go ahead into the Zondervans quickly. All right, let's see something real quick. Bear with me 1 second. Again, if you have questions, type them in. If you have questions, type them in. All right, going into the Bible. All right, going to Nipsey Hussle, Dr. Sebi, and the truth about health in the Black and Hispanic community. In the Black and Hispanic community, we're pushing for a leader. We want a leader. We want someone who's going to lead us in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. And here in the Israelite School of Practical Knowledge, the Black and Hispanic community, don't blame me, man, for wanting a leader. And Black people in Compton, Black people in Los Angeles, Black people in Toronto, Black people in Canada believe that Nipsey Hussle was their leader. You understand? They believe that Nipsey Hussle was the Messiah. We're going to prove to you that Nipsey Hussle was not the Messiah. He was not the leader. All right, that Blacks and Hispanics, okay, that Blacks and Hispanics were looking for, that should have been looking for. All right, so I'm going to invite the brothers in. If you have questions, type them in. Nipsey Hussle was no leader to the Blacks and Hispanics. It's sad that Nipsey Hussle died, but nonetheless, your father died. Your father was poor. You've been molested. You understand? You've been molested. You've been raped. You're in sexual deviancies and sexual perversions. You understand? Black man, Hispanic man and woman, Native American Indian man and woman. And Nipsey Hussle isn't going to help you from child molestation. Nipsey Hussle isn't going to help you from the demon of homosexuality. But here in the I.S.U.P.K, we'll cast those demons off, man. So if you're Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, watch this class and take notes, because it's real help. All right, in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian community. All right, I'm joined Officer Adiyar. Officer Adiyar, I can't see you all right, or hear you. Trooper Bakwashia, what's going on? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatha.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatha.
All right, Trooper Bakwashia, give me Proverbs 3 and 6. All right, Proverbs 3 and 6. Negroes love Dr. Sebi. Talk about Dr. Sebi all day. Dr. Sebi did this. Dr. Sebi did that. And Hispanics also. And we're in love with our native healing properties, right? Our native healing roots. We love healing, right? While being homosexuals, which has been shown to cause AIDS. While being perverts, disgusting perverts in the Black and Hispanic community. While being child molesters. While being homosexuals. While being strippers. While being whores. All of these things are not conducive to our health, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Being a pervert is not conducive to your health. You understand? Being effeminate is not conducive to your health. All right? Let's get it. Let's get Proverbs 3 and 6. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you want the keys to health? The I.S.U.P.K is going to give you the keys to health today. And it's not in the Dr. Sebi roundabout, nonsensical snake oil sale. It's not in the Nipsey Hussle hippity hop rap song. All right, but it's in the Bible. All right, read Proverbs 3 and 6.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6.
Go ahead.
In all thy ways, acknowledge him.
In all thy ways, do what?
Acknowledge him.
No, acknowledge America.
Acknowledge him.
No, acknowledge Nipsey the Hussle.
Acknowledge him.
Acknowledge him. Acknowledge the Most High, Black man. Acknowledge the Most High, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. We've gone through terrible things in this system. We've been robbed. We've had our brothers and our fathers killed. To you brothers and sisters mourning and crying over Nipsey Hussle. That's what happened to our fathers, man. That's what happened to our grandfathers. You don't have a grandfather that got killed playing cards? I know I do. Got shot. His head blown, his top blown off in Memphis over a card game. That's my grandpa. That's normal. But Nipsey Hussle got killed over an argument, which is what your grandfather died of, your great grandfather died of, and it's like, you know, it's like Martin Luther King got shot again. That's what it was like in the Black and Hispanic community, because they touted him as being a leader. They touted him as being someone that could bring back life into the Black and Hispanic community. Blacks and Hispanics inherently know that our ways are wrong, that we're in a cycle of death. But in all our ways, in all our doings, we should do what? Read it again.
In all thy ways, acknowledge him.
In all thy ways, we should acknowledge him. Acknowledge the Most High. How do you acknowledge the Most High? You follow the dietary law. Stop eating pork. Stop eating crab, shrimp, and lobster. Stop being a homosexual. Stop being a pervert like the so-called white man and white woman. Okay, like the Kardashian family. What's that cat's name that changed his gender? Christian Jenner, whatever. Changed his name. I forget what his name was. Christiana Jenner. Whatever nonsense that is. You understand? That's not acknowledging God. Black man, Hispanic man, in all your ways acknowledge the Most High. We're going to show you how. Keep reading.
And he shall direct thy paths.
He shall do what?
Direct thy paths.
Right, our paths aren't being led by the Most High. Our paths are being directed by the white man, the so-called white man, into the abortion clinic. The so-called white man into the damn gay bar. The so-called white man into the brothel. That's where our ways are being led to whores, man. That's where our paths are being directed. Why? Because we're following after the so-called white man and the leaders that he touts, that he puts up. All right? Continue.
Verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Do what?
Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Do what?
Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Be not wise in thine own eyes, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You're wise in your own eyes if you think the white man is a Jew. The white man's never been a damn Jew. All right? The white man's never been a damn Jew. The white man is a damn imposter. Okay? You're wise in your own eyes if you believe that. It's as simple as you can be. Read it again.
Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Be not wise in thine own eyes. Read on.
Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Fear the Lord.
Fear the Most High, man. Fear the Most High. You listen. You had a ton of thoughts going through your head, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. We believe that Dr. Sebi's creams, his creams could cure AIDS. His creams could cure AIDS. His creams can't cure a damn thing, man. They can't cure a damn thing. Read it again.
Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Be not wise in thine own eyes. Continue.
Fear the Lord.
Fear the Most High. How do you fear the Most High? Hold this scripture. Get me in the Apocrypha. Get me Ecclesiasticus 19 and 29. Because Christians think they're fearing the Lord while changing their gender, while being homosexuals, while getting high, while being murderers, while being rapists, while being child molesters. They think that they're fearing the Lord. What is the fear of the Lord? What's the fear of the Most High? We're going to get the definition of the fear of the Most High. And it's not going to a Dr. Sebi class and getting his topical ointment okay, this topical alkaline ointment to reduce sweat. Okay, it's not a Dr. Sebi, drink this miracle cure, all right, to reduce pH levels. What's the fear of the Most High? What's going to keep blacks and Hispanics in this day and age? Read.
So what's the verse again?
19 and 20.
Count out of one kind. This is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom.
The fear of the Lord, that's all wisdom. The fear of the Most High, to know that if you're going to have sex with a whore, you're going to get AIDS. You're going to get HIV. If you're going to be a homosexual, if you pack fudge like the Hershey's plant, all right, packing fudge like Hershey's, then you're going to get AIDS, man. You're going to get AIDS. All right. If you go and light a blunt and go into the damn strip club, okay, and be a homosexual like the white man, be a child molester, you're going to get AIDS. You're going to get destroyed. You're going to get cancer. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. That's wisdom. That's intelligence. So you can understand. Continue.
And in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
All wisdom is what?
The performance of the law.
All wisdom is performance of the law. You want to be wise? You want to be wise in 2019, black man? You want to be wise in 2019, Hispanic man? Fear the Most High. Perform the commandments. I didn't read follow the latest hippity hop rap star. I didn't hear drink this miracle cure which will lower your pH. I didn't hear use this topical cream. I heard perform the law. That is the fear of the Most High. And Christians have no fear of God. Christians don't. They go to the Christian church and they go and lop their testicles off and become a damn woman. They go to the Christian church and they go and molest and rape children across the planet. And think about it. Every disaster in the 20th century was caused by who? What religion were, okay, the Nazis? What religion were the Americans?
Christians.
They were all Christians and Catholics.
Right.
What religion were the conquistadors?
Catholics.
They were Catholic. They were Christians. Every disaster in modern history, I think, was caused by the Christians first. Secondly, a far second, was the Muslims. The two biggest religions on the planet Earth have caused nearly all the world's disasters, but they call us a cult. They say we're a cult group. How many disasters has I.S.U.P.K caused? How many disasters or terrorist attacks have Hebrew Israelites caused? Not one. Not one. We're the most law-abiding citizens on this planet Earth, man. Why? Because we have all wisdom. What is all wisdom? All wisdom is the performance of the law. You don't perform the law, okay, if you go to the gay village in Toronto and pack fudge. You don't fear the law. You don't perform the law if you're in Toronto smoking more weed than a Woodstock concert, all right? And going on Backpage, passing around STDs, all right, like notes through class in high school. Just passing STDs around the damn population with Owen. With crabs crawling around your damn testicles, okay, and your box crawling around, swinging from end to end of your private area, okay, because we want to be whores and homosexuals. That's not the performance of the law. The performance of the law is to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments that are in this Bible, man. Black man, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. This is the key right here, man. Read a verse up. Read verse 18. Sorry, read verse 19. Read verse 19.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verse 19.
Go ahead.
The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
Is the doctrine of what?
Of life.
It's the doctrine of life. Not a Miracle Grow, Dr. Sebi cream. Not, okay, a diet of mostly roots. None of that nonsense. But the knowledge of the commandments. And black man, Hispanic man and woman, Native Indian man and woman, you are getting the knowledge of the commandments in this class and only in this class. Pay attention, get your popcorn, get your pad and your pen and take notes, all right? Because this is the doctrine of life. Read on.
And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the life of immortality.
Shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. You receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. You receive the benefits, okay, of the tree of life. That's the precept for what? The tree of life. This is the tree of life. The tree of life is not a fruit tree growing figs and apples that's biannual. You get your fruit every half year. That's not what the tree of life was in Genesis 2nd chapter. The tree of life was the fruit of the tree of immortality. The tree of immortality is what? It's the knowledge of the commandments. When Adam was told to take from the tree of life, he was told of all the cultures you see around about you in the garden, because there were other people outside of Adam. Adam was not the only man on earth. Adam was not the first man on earth. Of all the cultures that are around you in the Garden of Eden across the world, this is the doctrine that I want you to have. Not the doctrine of the Chinese, not the doctrine of the Arabs, not the doctrine of Dr. Sebi's Miracle Grow Health Cure. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the doctrine of life, the tree of life, is the knowledge of the commandments. That's what Adam was given, and black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you're going to be given that today. And one of the fruits on that tree, on the tree of life, is you can't eat pork, you can't eat crab, shrimp, and lobster. And we're going to go into the dietary laws. All right, we got Officer Adiyar in the building. All right, Most High in Christ. Shalom, brother. All right. All right, I'm trying to turn the volume up so I can hear both of you on the end. All right, Officer Adiyar, you got Trooper Bukwasha in the building. All right, Trooper Bukwasha, got Officer Adiyar in the building. What's going on, brothers? We got the Montreal crew. Montreal, NTL, in here deep, representing strong. All right, we're going into Dr. Sebi, his miracle cures, and Nipsey the Hussle. All right, we're showing you we're showing the people how to obtain life, because black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people have been destroyed by drugs, have been destroyed by drug addiction, and people that are drug addicted are often out of touch with reality. All right, and so they'll be apt to believe a miracle cure from Dr. Sebi. They'll be apt to believe one of Dr. Sebi's sales pitches. All right, look at the sales pitch of the Lord. All right, let's keep reading.
Wakan. The fear, verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom.
Go ahead.
And in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
Keep going.
And the knowledge of his omnipotency.
When you keep the law, you acknowledge that the Lord is God, is the power, is omnipotent, meaning the word omnipotent means all powerful. All right, not Nipsey Hussle, not Dr. Sebi, but the Lord, the Most High. You take me back to Proverbs 3 and 6.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him.
Go ahead.
And he shall direct thy paths.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil.
Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Continue.
Verse 8. It shall be health to thy navel.
It shall be what?
It shall be health to thy navel.
It shall be health to thy navel. What health to thy navel? Fearing the Lord, fearing the Most High, keeping the commandments shall be health to your navel, black man. It shall be health to your navel, Hispanic man. It shall be health to your navel, Native Indian man. And I didn't read a miracle cure. I didn't read a Dr. Sebi tropical cream. I didn't read a cannabis cream. I didn't read a pH level, you understand, mediated drink. I didn't read a diet of multi roots. I didn't read any of that. What I read was fearing the Most High. What's in the Bible is that the health that's to your navel is keeping the commandments. Keeping the commandments is the fear of the Lord. It's the fear of the Most High. Now, what we're not saying in ISUPK is it's wrong to use natural remedies to heal yourself. We're not saying there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with taking a root called ginger and making ginger ale out of it. There's nothing wrong with having, you understand, salads. You understand? There's nothing wrong with using foods that are naturally available to heal yourself. What we are saying is that that's not what's going to heal you. That's not what's going to heal you. What is health, what is going to give you health, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man, what is going to give you health is keeping the laws, statutes, the commandments. A righteous lifestyle boosts your immunity by 1,000,000%. Okay? So you can understand. A righteous lifestyle guarantees protection against all diseases, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. It does. It guarantees you protection against sexually transmitted diseases. All right, it guarantees you protection against many flus. The neurovirus, for example, I'm going off on a tangent here. The neurovirus is caused by coming in contact with E. coli. What is E. coli? Fecal matter, so you can understand. Men that play around in other men's species, okay, are prone to the neurovirus. The neurovirus is commonly called the stomach flu. You don't play in another man's species, you don't associate and share drinks with men that are homosexuals, you're much less likely to get the neurovirus. If I could, on another tangent, there was a case of neurovirus at the college, the previous university that I went to. 200 people. Now, mind you, this college, its student body population is around 1,100. 200 people were diagnosed with the neurovirus in a week. I heard stories from people that went to my college that it was so bad that they had to take people to the hospital that were crying because they were throwing up so much. Mind you, this is college. These are grown men. These are football players crying from throwing up so much. And I remember worrying that I was getting sick, going to get sick. But guess what? I was in the truth at that time, so thank the Most High, I did not get that virus. When it hit 20% of the population, and some teachers have problems throwing up, and everyone got it. But if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you'll be preserved from that black man. You'll be preserved from that Native Indian man, Hispanic man. This is real health. All right, real health is a righteous lifestyle, not a topical cream. Real health is a righteous lifestyle, not Dr. Sebi's miracle cures. All right, Officer Adyar, give me Ecclesiastes 30:1. Go ahead.
So like it won't be long, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 1.
38, right?
So like another one can.
No problem, bro.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Honor a physician with the honor due unto him.
Right, honor a physician with the honor due unto him. Your doctor is due honor. Your doctor tells you to get the shot, you should get the shot. You've got a ton of nuts. Once again, a ton of nuts and people with schizophrenia online worrying about you taking a goddamn flu shot. And the I.S.U.P.K. will tell you to get your damn kids the damn flu shot before they drop dead from diseases that are curable. All right, get your kids a damn flu shot. Okay, read on. Go ahead.
For the uses which ye may have of him.
Right, for the uses you may have of him. Read on.
For the Lord I've created him.
Right, the Lord put a doctor together. The Lord put the practice of medicine together. Go ahead.
Verse 2. For of the Most High cometh healing.
Of who comes healing?
For the Most High, of the Most High cometh healing.
Or of Dr. Sebi cometh healing.
For of the Most High cometh healing.
For of Nipsey the Hussle's hippity hop comes to healing.
For of the Most High cometh healing.
The Most High is where healing comes from. A lot of Negroes were crying and sad over Nipsey Hussle because black people worship the god Apollo. All right, Officer Shooter Papache, can you get me the look up the Greek god Apollo if you can on your phone? All right.
What kind?
The Greek god Apollo. A lot of black people and Hispanic people worship music. All right, and they cry over a famous rap musician dying, mostly because he's rich, but also because of the worship of music, which is in America and Canada. All right, goes back to the Greek god Apollo. We're going to prove it. Read it again, Officer Adyar.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him.
Go ahead.
For the uses which ye may have of him.
Go ahead.
For the Lord hath created him.
All right, so the Lord hath created him. The Most High has created him. Go
ahead. Verse 2. For of the Most High cometh healing.
Of the Most High cometh healing, not Dr. Sebi. Read on.
And he shall receive honor of the king.
He shall receive honor of the king. He shall receive honor of the king, not Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi doesn't get the honor. He may have been a holy, actually he wasn't a holistic doctor. That's another thing. Dr. Sebi was a nut that was practicing without a license, which is illegal. All right. Secondly, it hasn't been factually proven that his cures work. That hasn't been factually proven. There are reports that even his topical cream produced horrible cracks in somebody's skull. I saw a post of it on Facebook. All right. Apparently, one of the conspiracy theories is that Nipsey Hussle was going to come out with Dr. Sebi's documentary. They're saying the government killed him. All right, before you can bring that out. That, of course, is not true. He was shot and killed over an argument, just like your father died, just like your homies died in Queens, in New York, in Montreal, got stabbed to death, shot in Toronto over an argument. That's what happened. All right, and I.S.U.P.K, we want you to mourn for that. You should mourn for a man that died. He is of another nation, but Black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian men and women in the world don't know that. And death is a horrible thing. Death is so horrible that that it's pushed people to come out with these conspiracies because it's just so horrible to think of a man being murdered like that. You get shot in the head and then get kicked in the head. You saw that video of him getting shot? The cat shot him and then stomped on his head after he shot him in the head. Like, death is a horrible thing. A murder is terrible. It's absolutely horrible. All right? But of the Most High cometh healing, man. Read on.
Verse 3. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head.
Mm-hmm.
And in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep going, sir.
Read verse 9.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 9. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole.
But pray unto the Lord, not call and consult Dr. Sebi, not call and consult one of Nipsey Hussle's raps, but pray unto the Lord for the Most High. Read on.
Verse 10. Leave off from sin.
Leave off from what?
Leave off from sin.
No, leave off from red meats.
Leave off from sin.
No. Leave off from dairy.
Leave off from sin.
Leave off from sin, Black man, Black woman, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. You're healing, you're in your sickness. You should leave off from sin. We're going to get into next what the true diet, the only diet Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have to keep. All right, but on this topic, leave off from sin in your sickness, damn it. Don't go to Dr. Sebi's healing. That's easy. That's why so many Black people follow him, Dr. Sebi. And that's why there's so much confusion with Nipsey Hussle's death concerning Dr. Sebi. You brothers, especially in Montreal, what you're going to find, and you've already found in trying to talk to people about the truth, and they don't accept it, it's always important not to take it personal, because what you're doing is not normal. You get my point? Like the ability that you've been given to follow a man of the Lord, men of the Lord, under Yahawashi is not normal. Following a man of the Lord is not easy. Imagine you've been living your whole life getting high. You've been living your whole life waking up, doing this, doing that. On Saturday I do this. On Friday I press the good door. I go to this party, and then a man tells you to not do that. Oh, hell no! I'm not following man. You ever heard someone say that? I'm not following man. What does that mean? You ain't gonna tell me to not go to a brothel on Friday. That's what that means. You understand? Don't get it twisted. They can't follow man. That's not what he's saying. He's saying you can't tell me to get high because I want to get high. That's what the don't follow man means. That's what's actually going on in his head. He wants to get high, and you're telling him to not get high. You will follow a man. Why? Yahawashi is a man. He's not a ghost, right? He's not a ghost. He's a man, right? Moses was a man. You didn't follow Moses. The earth followed you whole, all right? Peter was a man. Paul wasn't a ghost. I didn't read anywhere that he was a ghost. He was a man. Anyone telling you to not follow man is a lie. When the Bible says, I don't follow man, or I don't keep the precepts or commandments of men, he's talking about mankind. Mankind follows Nipsey Hussle. Mankind gets high. Mankind goes to get $5 for 20 minutes at a Thai massage parlor. We don't follow man. You get my point? That's what it means when people don't follow man. Man goes to brothels. Man gets high. All right. Man has sexual intercourse. All right. That's what men do. Okay. Read it again.
Another one can. Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 10. Leave off from sin.
Leave off from sin, man. Like that's like following the truth. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible is difficult. It's extreme. The level of discipline, brothers, you brothers, myself, and all of the men here in the I.S.U.P.K are pushing towards, striving towards, it is absolutely extreme. Absolutely extreme when the earth eats pork. When the earth smokes cigarettes, when the earth has sex with whores and has sex with whatever they want to have sex with. You and I should be you told who to have sex with, who not to have sex with, what to eat, what not to eat. Told that you cannot eat drugs, you can't get high. All right. Told who to hang out with, who not to hang out with, man. That's extreme. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, and your sickness. Leave all from the thing. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody. Somebody has cancer, Negroes that have cancer want to go to Dr.Sebi, right? Negroes that have AIDS, Negroes that are ill, Negroes that are having sex with whores will say, Dr.Sebi, he had that cure for AIDS, man. He had that cure for AIDS. The Bible has the cure for AIDS. The Bible does. You know what I'm saying? You want the cure for AIDS? We're going to give you the cure for AIDS. Get me Leviticus 20:13. Officer IR, who requires you to get me 1 Corinthians 6 and 9.
Kind on one kind.
All right. Matter of fact, Trooper requires you to get me Proverbs 7 chapter.
Proverbs 7 chapter. What's the verse, sir?
Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Thanks. Give me Proverbs 23 and 17, Sloppy. Trooper Bequatch, give me Proverbs 23 and 17 to make sure that's the right one. Bear with me 1 second. Right, Proverbs 23 and 27. Proverbs 23 and 27. Officer Anya, you have?
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13.
You want the cure for AIDS? All right. This is a cure for AIDS, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. It's not, and let's find out what it is. Dr. Sebi's miracle cream. All right. Is it a PrEP pill? Right? Is it safe sex? What is the cure for AIDS? Read.
Another one can. If a man also lie with mankind.
If a man is
lie with mankind.
If a man lies with mankind, what do you do with your woman? You play Scrabble, right? You play charades. Do you play blackjack? Do you play handball? No, your woman and you and your woman in the same bed have sex. That's what a man and a woman do. All right, when they lie down together. Okay. So when two men do that, when they lie down the way two women lie down, how do two women lie down? They have sexual intercourse. All right. The Bible is an excellent book in that it is so poetic and it is so black and Hispanic. Blacks and Hispanics often don't use words directly. We'll say that's dope. That's cold. When we're not saying that's drugs. We're not saying that the room is cold. You get my point? Our words have many different meanings. To lie down with a man the way you do with a woman would be to pack fudge, to be a homosexual. All right. So if two men are homosexuals, the giver and the receiver, read on.
Another one can. As he live with a woman.
Go ahead.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them have committed an alternative lifestyle.
An abomination.
Both of them can go to Dr. Sebi and get the miracle cure for AIDS.
An abomination.
Both of them have committed an abomination. It's disgusting to be a homosexual black man. It's disgusting to be a homosexual Hispanic man, Native Indian man. If you want to get the cure from AIDS, don't be a homosexual. Read on.
Another one can. They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. With Yahushua, we have a time to change Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, and woman, okay? Because there's more lesbianism than an Ellen DeGeneres show going on amongst the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, okay? Woman on damn woman. That's huge. Okay, that is extremely prevalent in our community, a lesbian, okay? Both of these are an abomination. Both of them shall be put to death. That's the law. With Yahushua, Black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman, you have time to stop munching on carpet like Stanley Steamer. You understand? You have time to stop rubbing within carpets, trying to electrocute somebody. You ever put your feet on a carpet? You ever had house shoes, house slippers? Rub your feet on the carpet, go over to your brother, zap them. Go over to your pop, zap them, rubbing carpets like that. You have time to stop doing that because it's disgusting and it leads to AIDS. Rubbing on carpet leads to AIDS, leads to cervical cancer, leads to breast cancer. Everybody wants to wear pink, right? Pink. October, it's a month of breast cancer. Everybody put on pink. You want to end the pink? We'll end the pink. We'll end breast cancer. Stop being a whore and stop having abortion, man. Abortion is the #1 cause of breast cancer. Okay? Both the man and the woman, either of them that commit homosexuality shall be put to death. Finish the verse.
Another one, con. Their blood shall be upon them.
Their what?
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their what?
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their blood shall be upon them. Isn't AIDS a blood-borne disease?
Another one, con.
Oh, it is thousands of years before the white man created AIDS. That's another crazy myth from drug addicts. The white man made AIDS in a lab. He made it and gave it to the Black community. The Lord made AIDS in heaven. The Lord made AIDS. The Lord made chlamydia. The Lord made HIV, dummy. Dummy, he can use a man to do it. You understand? Like the white man, God. Let's say he did make it in the lab. That very well could be true. The Lord had him do it, and it's in the Bible. Your homosexual's blood shall be upon them. AIDS is a blood-borne disease. Upon them, upon their blood. All right? That's in the Bible. And we didn't make that up. And that's before Dr. Sebi's miracle cure. That's before the miracle cure for AIDS. The cure for AIDS is in the Bible. Let's get the cure for sexually transmitted diseases. Churubukwasha, go.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 27.
Go ahead.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
For what?
For a whore is a deep ditch.
For a what?
A whore is a deep ditch.
A whore is a deep, okay, deep dish, Black man, ditch, I mean. A deep ditch, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, deep. Meaning what? Has been run through. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. And it's a damn shame in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. The community of kings and princesses and priests and warriors to have hoes. To have hoes, it's getting warmer in Canada, isn't it?
Guys.
And oh boy, the Daisy Dukes is coming out. Butt crack, open, butt cheek showing, can smell you from halfway down the damn block, okay? Because your damn everything out in all your parts out in the open. Can smell you halfway down the block, okay? Men can't get nothing done. We're being sexually assaulted, okay, by sisters on the damn street. Cover up, man. Cover up. You should cover up. And Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, keep your discipline, damn it. Just because you see a woman with all of it out, some of you gotta go up, hey, oh, dude, what's going on? You understand? You about as hard as Mount Everest, okay? Going up to a Black and Hispanic Native Indian with nothing on, okay? You're going to get free. You got 4 choices. It's like this is multiple choice. A, sex STDs. B, you get robbed. That's in the Bible too. All right. You get whores rob people. Remember Cardi B? She was drugging people. That's in the Bible that hoes do that. she sets you up to get killed, which happens all the time in America. Women, black women set up brothers to get murdered, okay? Or D, she commits an abortion and or puts you on child support. A through D, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, which one do you want to choose? A woman that shows her nakedness out in public is like an animal, okay? Is like an animal, okay? And you do not want to know what the result of that's like. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with going up and talking to a sister, finding out if she's single or not, okay? But black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, understand that a woman that is loose, that is dressing loose, most likely is loose. If someone walks up to me, or if I see someone walk by and they're wearing a cop's uniform, it's safe to say that they're what, Officer Adiyar?
Officers.
It's safe to say they're a cop, right?
Exactly, that's a cop.
With no goddamn clothes on, with a skirt so short that she can do nothing but walk like this, like a goddamn, like Frankenstein, right? Shorts so short, she cannot raise her leg, her knee higher than 3 inches. Her foot cannot move the ground. She's shuffling down the street because the miniskirt's so short. It's safe to say she's a hoe. I don't know. Right. I'm not Dr. Sebi, okay, but the uniform tells itself. So that's a cure for AIDS. That's a cure for STD, and it's not what Dr. Sebi said. Dr. Sebi is talking about a curing. Dr. Sebi said don't eat broccoli, right? And in the video that he's saying don't eat broccoli, he's smoking weed. He's lighting the damn joint. It's a damn joke, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. But let's get into the dietary law, okay? Let's get Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. True require, get me Leviticus 11 and 1. All right? I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get it on here with the dietary law. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you've heard of a million different diets, right? The Atkins diet, the Jenny Craig diet, the Weight Watchers diet, the blueberry diet, the ketone diet, the smoothie diet. What diet do you choose? Well, black man, Hispanic, Native Indian, man, woman, and child, we're giving you a diet today that is guaranteed to save your life. This diet is guaranteed to get you through World War III. This diet is guaranteed to get you through the race wars coming to Canada and America. This diet is guaranteed to get you through famines that are coming, death that is coming, diseases that are coming. This famine is this diet is the diet of the Lord. This is the Lord's diet. It's found in Leviticus, the 11th chapter, and the 1st verse, and this is and will be the diet of every black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. Read.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
This is your diet, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. It's not Dr. Sebi's pH lowering juices. It's not Dr. Sebi's banana root. It's not Dr. Sebi's banana peels, crushed banana peels, all right, designed to lower your pH. It's not roots and herbs and spices. Let's find out what the diet of the Lord is. And this is given to you. Read on.
Saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
These are the beasts which ye shall eat of the beasts of the earth. The first thing to understand is that veganism and vegetarianism is not biblical. That is not biblical at all. It ain't biblical to eat something that's not dead. You get my point? It's not biblical to not eat dead animals. Dead cooked animals. It's absolutely biblical. The scriptures say that the offering was like a sweet savor. That's what the Lord said. You offer me a lamb, and it shall be a sweet savor unto me. Go read Leviticus. The Lord calls cooked lamb a sweet savor unto him. The Lord calls cooked oxtails a sweet savor unto him. The Lord likes that smell. You understand? So veganism, vegetarianism, that's not biblical. It's not unlawful, however. So I cannot teach brothers and sisters in Canada that you must eat meat. I can't teach that. I can't teach that you must have dairy. What I can teach you is that you can. These are the beasts that you can eat. What I can teach you is that on the day of the Passover, you will eat lamb. So all that vegan, you can be vegan most of the year. There's one day, one evening, when you must eat meat. You don't have to eat a whole, plate You can have a nibble, but you must eat them lamb on the Passover. On the night of the Passover, I don't care if you're vegan. I don't care, you understand, if you're on plants and beans only. All right, I don't care if you're a tree hugger. You're going to eat cooked lamb on the Passover night if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. All right, the Passover this year is April 20, 2019 at the Woodhaven Ballroom. Woodhaven Manor Banquet Hall. Woodhaven Manor Banquet Hall on 96 Jamaica Ave in Queens, New York. All right, on that day, all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are commanded to keep the feast and to eat meat. These are the beasts that you shall eat.
Verse 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat.
Okay. That does what?
Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts that shall ye eat.
Cloven-footed, cheweth the cud, and split the hoof. All right? Cloven-footed means he splits the hoof. All right, he splits the hoof like this. I'm going to show you a deer's hoof, for example. All right? This is important. All right? I'm going to show you a deer's hoof. Bear with me 1 second. You see him? Akim? Right. So, bear with me 1 second. All right, so you see how he is split? See the split in his hoof? I'll get you a better. This is a mule deer. See the split in his hoof? That's a split hoof. All right? That's a split hoof. Look at a cow. All right, cow's hoof. You know, his hoof is split. His hoof, that's a split hoof. Black man, Hispanic, Native American Indian. All right. And chew with the cud. What does it mean to chew with the cud? You get a rudiment. And give me 1 second. Hold on a second. I forget what the name is. Ruminant. That's what it is. Ruminant. So read the scripture again from Chew with the Cud.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts that shall ye eat.
Right. Cloven-footed and cheweth the cud. You just saw cloven hoof. Let's see, cheweth the cud. An animal that cheweth the cud is a ruminant animal. All right. The white man calls this a ruminant animal. What is a ruminant animal? Let me zoom this in. All right. Many different species of ruminant animals are found around the world. Ruminant animals include cattle, cows, oxen, sheep, goats, buffalo, deer, elk, giraffes, and the last one is camels. But camels aren't lawful; they don't split the hoof. All right, camels are not lawful; they do not split the hoof. But all this here, these are lawful meat. All right, giraffes are lawful too. I've never eaten a giraffe. I don't know where the hell you can get giraffe meat at. Probably some African bush market. All right, but nonetheless, giraffe is a lawful meat. All right. Continue.
Verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that cheweth the cud, or of them that divideth the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hood.
You see that black man starting that Native Indian life? What we just said. He does chew the cud. A camel is a ruminant animal, but it does not divide the hoof. So that's why you can't eat it. A beast, whatever walks, whatever's crawling around the planet, whatever's up and on four legs and hopping around, you can eat it. If it chews the cud, it's a ruminant animal, and if it splits the hoof. Horse, no. Camel, no. The swine, which everybody loves, that disgusting pig, no, you can't eat them. We're going to find out why, black man, Hispanic, Native American, Indian. This is the diet of the Lord. You know.
He is unclean unto you.
Right, he is unclean unto you. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the coney.
And the what?
And the coney.
Officer Aguilar, can you look up coney? C-O-N-E-Y. Keep reading.
Because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hood, he is unclean to you.
The coney, we're going to find out what a coney is. He chews the cud. I mean, what? He's a ruminant animal. He takes food, chews it, grinds it, and then swallow it. Go to National Geographic and watch a ram eat. Watch a sheep eat. He takes those leaves, bites them. He's rolling them around in his mouth like this, letting the saliva digest it. He'll swallow it, let it go down, and I believe they have more than one stomach. A cow actually has 4 stomachs. It'll go into his one stomach, where it'll get digested. The cow just be chilling, doing what cows do. So the cow will regurgitate it back into his mouth, chew it more, and swallow it back up. That's what he's doing on the pasture. That's what he's doing on the farm. All right, when he's chewing it. He'll let it swallow it, walk around, regurgitate it, chew it more, swallow it back down. That's a ruminant animal. Cows do it, goats, oxen, all right, giraffes, and they're lawful. But a coney isn't lawful. What's a coney?
The coney is I got it from Information Encyclopedia. Name used for the rabbit and for its fur.
For the rabbit, all right. So a rabbit, you can't eat rabbit. Okay, keep reading.
He is unclean unto you.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. And the hair.
And the what?
And the hair.
And the hair. That doesn't take much looking up. A hair is another word for a rabbit. All right, go ahead.
Because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
The hair is unclean. The bunny rabbit is unclean to you. All right, rabbit's unclean. Keep reading.
Verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
And the swine. Oink, oink. All right? The oink, oink is what? Is it the other white meat? Is it bacon? Is it the baconator? What is swine? And the swine, read on.
Though he divideth the hoof.
The swine does divide the hoof. He does split the hoof. Read on.
And be cloven-footed.
And it's cloven-footed. Go ahead.
Yet he cheweth not the cud.
That he does what?
That he cheweth not the cud.
He does what?
He cheweth not the cud.
Hold on a second. He cheweth not the cud. Read on.
He is unclean to you.
Unclean to you. Now, pigs are unclean. You can't eat a pig. Christians, Muslims. What's a Christian doing eating pig, saying he follows the Bible, he follows Christ? He doesn't follow Christ. A Christian hates God because he eats pork, and we're going to prove it. That Christ did not die so you can have pork belly. Christ didn't die so you could put the crackling pork bacon on the grill. All right? There's beef bacon. There's turkey bacon. There's chicken bacon that we can have, that we can eat. All right? Those 3 types of bacon you can have. The pork bacon you can't eat. All right, what are pigs used for? Let's see one of the uses for pigs. Does the Lord hate the pig? No. He wasn't made to be, he was made to oink and do what he does. Let's find out what pigs do. All right, give me 1 second. Let me screen share this with you real quick. All right. The hogs that created America's first urban working class, all right? Those are pigs. Look at them, all right? That's a pig. Those are pigs. All right, the meat that comes from him is unclean. All right. Give me 1 second. On his first visit to America in 1842, Charles Dickens found plenty to ridicule Americans in obsession with money, their manners, their tobacco chewing. But the biggest target of Dickens' humor was New Yorkers, especially or specifically their pigs. Officer Audiyar, get me Mark 5 and 5. Matter of fact, give me Mark 5 and 8. All right.
Another one gone.
Keep reading. Stepping onto Broadway, New York's biggest commercial thoroughfare. All right, Dickens encountered 2 portly shows and a select party. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. That's it. Give me 1 second. All right. This is a better article. Can you see the article?
Another one gone.
All right. It's the Associated Press New York Times article from 1994. All right. It says pigs dig in to help recycle trash. All right. A bag of orange peels and melon rinds. Matter of fact, let me zoom this in for you. All right. A bag of orange peels and melon rinds may be nothing more than yesterday's garbage to most people. But thousands of Philadelphians know that a human's food scraps can make a feast for a pig, and they are doing something about it. People throughout the city have been leaving their eggshells and steak bones on the curb for New York City pig farmers to pick up and feed their swine. The farmers make pre-dawn rounds to the city, collect the feed from waste cans, and haul it back to their farms. All right. Pig farmers have been picking up food scraps in Philadelphia at least since the turn of the century, say aides to the city councilwoman Happy Fernandez, a supporter of the Waste for Pigs program whose neighborhood is on a pig farmer's route. 2,000 participate. Long story short, these pigs were used as a source of, pigs were used as the first garbage disposal. They were used in America as the first garbage disposal. They were also used in Israel as garbage disposal. All right, they had pigs roaming the streets of Manhattan because if anyone has ever seen an old movie based in New York, like Gangs in New York, for example, I believe there's a scene where they dumped feces out of their window onto the street. Back in the day in New York, and even to this day, really in New York, trash is just thrown in bags on the sidewalk. Back in the day in New York, old food, trash, diapers, whatever, would get thrown out into the sidewalk. At night in New York City, they would let pigs run the street, and the pigs would just eat everything. Baby diapers with poop in it. They would eat steak bones, orange peels, eggshells, milk cartons, glass bottles, whatever. The pig would just devour it. And you would go outside in the morning in New York City, and the streets would be squeaky clean. All right, that's the use of pigs, and they're also used this way in ancient Israel. Read. Officer Audiyar, read scripture.
Another one gone. Mark 5, verse 8. For he said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. Verse 9. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many.
Right, my name is Legion, for we are many. This man had a ton of demons. All right, and the demons wanted him to destroy himself, just like the demons of a man that gets man or woman and it smokes, it gets hot. Just like the demons of a man or woman that is a homosexual, vying to destroy themselves. Continue.
Another one come, verse 11. Now there was there nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding.
Great herd of what?
A great herd of swine feeding.
A great herd of swine feeding. They were feeding. We had pigs do the same thing that they had pigs for in Manhattan as garbage disposal. That's what pigs are for. You understand? As pets, as garbage disposal, not as dinner plates, not as pork chops, not as bacon. That's not what he was made to be. He wasn't made to be eaten. But the sheep, the ox, the goats, yeah, they were made to be eaten, and they are delicious. Curry goat, stewed goat, fried chicken, all that's good. All right. Trooper Bakwashi, keep reading Leviticus 11th chapter.
Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Right.
They are unclean to you.
Their carcass shall you not touch. Now, John the Baptist had a coat of camel's hair. Was that lawful or not, Trooper Bakwashi?
It doesn't say anything about not touching the carcass of the camel.
Well, it says the carcass of Leviticus 11:8 says the carcass of a swine. The swine is unclean, you can't touch it. The carcass of an unclean animal you can't touch because you can't consume the meat. So when you touch the carcass of an unclean animal, you're unclean. You have to go wash, you have to go bathe. John the Baptist had a coat of camel's hair. Camel's unclean, which means you would not be able to pick up its carcass and be clean. Was it lawful for John to have a coat of camel's hair?
If you just cut the hair off while it was alive.
Excellent. If you just cut the hair off while it's alive, the camel doesn't have to be dead to cut its hair off. You can have the hair of a clean animal. Camels have beards, all right, bigger than a cherry tree. So you can understand, bigger than a tree. All right, that hair, you can shave that hair off. You can make a coat out of camel hair, camel fur. All right, and he's still alive. He's still walking around. He just has a haircut. All right, keep reading. You can't eat pork, you can't eat swine, and Christ didn't die for you to eat swine. Give me Matthew 5:17, Trooper Bakwashi. Hold Leviticus 11:8. Give me Matthew 5:17. All right, milk scriptures to prove that you cannot eat pork. And Officer Adiar, give me 1 Timothy 4:4. 1 Timothy 4:4, all right? Go
on. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Think not. Don't think. Don't think that I'm come to destroy the law or the prophets. What's in the law? You can't eat pork. What's in the law? You can't be a homosexual. What's in the law? You can't be a child molester. You can't smoke weed. You can't smoke cigarettes. You can't rob. You can't steal. What are Christians talking about? As long as you know Jesus, to have Jesus in your heart, Jesus will forgive you. Jesus won't forgive you. Yahweh did not come to die so the law can be done away with. He didn't come to do away with the law. The law is not done away with. He didn't come to do away with it. You still can't eat pork. You still can't be a homosexual. You still can't be a murderer. You still can't be a child molester, black man. You still can't be a stripper. You still can't be a whore. Read on.
I am not come to destroy.
I'm not come to destroy, but to what?
But to fulfill.
He came to fulfill. He came to show that it could be done, that you could be perfect. And we and I I.S.U.P.K follow and strive after Yahweh, the one we ignorantly call Jesus, to be perfect. All right. Officer Ayar, read 1 Timothy 4 and 3.
Another one come. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Forbidding to marry.
Forbidding to what?
To marry.
Forbidding to marry. Anyone that forbids to marry is not in the truth. If you are stopping a man does not have to have more than one wife. We say that all the time in the truth. We talk about it's lawful for a man to have multiple wives. We talk about multiple wives because in the dominant society, monogamy is practiced as a law when it's not a law in the Bible. Monogamy is not in the Bible. Monogamy wasn't even common to world civilizations until the Greeks and Romans, until the white man. Because the white man is inherently a pervert and a homosexual. He has sex with one woman to make babies. When he has sex with a little boy, for pleasure. You can go and look it up. Look up sexuality in ancient Rome. Look up sexuality in ancient Greece. Look up pederasty, and you'll see what we're talking about. If the white man loves to have sex with little boys for pleasure, he has sex with a woman as a duty, as a contract. In the I.S.U.P.K, we have sex with women for pleasure, okay? For absolute pleasure, for absolute shalom, all right? But when you have sex with a woman, that woman is your wife, all right? You're not to put her away unless she leaves you or goes and has sex, all right, with another man. Okay, continue.
Another one gone. And commanding to abstain from meat.
Forbidding to marry. Someone not in truth is going to tell you, you can't marry, you can't have another wife. You got to marry, you can only have that one woman. When they have sex with strippers and whores and little boys. I'm based on any group that is saying, any group, and you'll know a prophet by his prophecy. Any group that is saying a man can only have one wife is having sex with, we'll do multiple choice. They're having sex with transsexuals. They're definitely having sex. They're definitely going to the strip club and buying whores. Women in fake Israelite groups, in the Catholic Church, in the Muslim mosque. They teach your husband to have sex with one wife. He believes it. You believe it. You love it because they teach it. Your husband is having sex with strippers right now. Right now. After this Shabbat, that Shalom Shabbat, he's going to have sex with strippers. He's going to have sex with transsexuals. All right? That's what he's doing. He's having sex. He's buying prostitutes. He's on back page. He is going to strip clubs. He's having sex with transsexuals, or he's having sex with men. It's one of those four. Any cat that teaches monogamy is doing one of these four things. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. All right? In the I.S.U.P.K, you can have more than one wife because it's in the Bible. In Exodus 21:10. It's in Matthew, the 28th chapter, about the 10 virgins. All right? And it's in the Kings, all throughout. All the kings had more than one wife. Or many of the kings did. In the I.S.U.P.K, you can have one wife. There's no law saying you can't have one wife. There's no law saying you can only have one wife. And think about how many families will be together if, especially the woman involved, knew that a man taking another woman is not wrong. Think about how many families will be together. He has a woman across town. I'm divorcing Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre, you get out of this house. All right, in Haiti. Juan is going and seeing Consuela in the east side of Mexico City. I'm throwing his stuff out the window. Juan's gone. Now his kids don't have a father because of the selfishness of the woman. Jerome, Tyreek, he's got to go. He's got another woman. Child support. Boo, 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 boo. 1-800 child support. How may I help you? Yes, Tyreek in the house. He has another woman. I looked through his phone. Oh, yeah, I know. He was awful. He had another woman. He had another woman. Oh, he's terrible. Put him on child support. Put him on it immediately. He has another woman. Yes, I know. I'm going to put him on child support. Thank you. Click. Okay? That's not a law. And many families be together if the woman knew that it is not wrong for a man to have more than one woman. And brothers, it's important to understand that your woman is not going to like you having another wife. It's not human nature. You get my point? Women are carnal. Women are carnal. Part of carnality is being selfish. The woman is going to want you to herself. There's nothing wrong with that. All right? There's nothing wrong with her being upset that you have another wife, but she has to have discipline, just like you have discipline. All right? Your wife isn't going to like it all the time, but it is the law. The law says you can have more than one woman. You can have one woman, and who's the strongest brother? The strongest brother is not a brother that can get bagged 10 shawties. All right? It's not the brother that can get the fly as John and keep her as his wife. It's not the brother that has one wife. The strongest brother is the brother that has no wife. None. A brother that can go without sex life is an extraordinary man. And in the truth, we are looking for that. We're looking for a brother that can do that to help out the brothers that do have wives. All right? But to every man, he has his own gift. That's what Paul said. Paul had the ability to go without a woman. Yahushua, the one you call Christ, he had the ability to go without a woman. But Paul did not mandate that everyone do that, which is what the Catholic Church, says that a priest can't have a wife because Paul can't have a wife. Paul wasn't saying for you not to have a woman. Paul was saying, I would want you to not have another woman. But what did Paul say? To every man, he has his own gift. This one after this manner, that one after that. All right? If you have the ability, have the tenacity to have more than one woman, go ahead and do it. If you don't have one, if you are strong enough to go without any, have none. All right? So monogamy is not in the Bible. Hispanic, Black, Native Indian families be together if they knew that. And Dr. SEBI doesn't teach that. Nipsey Hussle, when he was Hip Hop rapping, didn't teach that. All right, but it is wrong to have sex with prostitutes and whores. That you can't do. There is a woman that you can't deal with, and she is Cardi B, so you can understand. There's a woman that you can't deal with, and she is a stripper, so you can understand. All right, but read on. Forbidden to marry and commanded to abstain from meats. Brothers are saying that you have to eat fruit on the Sabbath. I heard something that, once again, somebody that gets high that has Wi-Fi saying on the Sabbath you only should eat fruit. That's not a Bible. That's not a law of the Bible. You can eat meat on the Sabbath. And brothers saying that you have to be vegan. The Seventh-day Adventists teach that you must be a vegan. That's not in the Bible. They command to abstain from meats. They don't have the truth. Keep reading.
Another one, on. Which God hath created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth.
Officer Adia, this scripture says God has created meat to be received with thanksgiving. So the pork was made to be received with thanksgiving. Is that what this is saying?
Nah, sir.
How do you know?
Because that was Paul talking about exactly what the Lord allows us to be received with thanksgiving, like
That's not what this says. This scripture says with thanksgiving. God has created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. So if you believe, all meat is received to be with thanksgiving, as long as you say grace.
Last, sir, the ones that the Lord said to eat, sir.
It's right in front of you. Look at the verse.
Those that are received with thanksgiving. And the truth.
And the what?
And the truth, which is the
Lord. And that know the truth. It's right there in the verse. You don't have to go. You don't have to, make a PhD thesis. You don't have to orchestrate a play. You don't have to write a script of a movie to cut a Christian. Christians are dumb. All right.
Answer.
Look at the verse is right. Even if he quotes the scripture, the stuff you need to cut is right here. It's right here. Let's read it again. Forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, which God has created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe. Which believe. Believe in what? The Quran? Believe in what? Christianity? Which believe and what? And know the truth. What's the truth? The word is truth. That's in the Psalm. The word of God. The Bible is the truth. What's in the Bible? You can't eat swine. Those that know the truth know that swine is not meant to be had with Thanksgiving. Swine is not on Paul's menu. Those that know the truth know that crab, shrimp, and lobster is not on the menu. It's not on Paul's menu. It's not meat to be had with Thanksgiving. Meat that is to be had with Thanksgiving is beasts that the Lord commanded us to eat. Off the truth of in Leviticus 11 and 2. All right? Drop that. Let's go back to Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 8. Off audio. That was for, on the streets. Christians are going to ask you that. You can skip, you can go down to verse 5. It says, for it is sanctified by the word of God. The word of the Most High cleans the meat. The word of the Most High says the pork is an abomination. All right? Pork is sanctified. But beef is sanctified. It is clean. Sheep is sanctified. It is clean. Ox is sanctified. It is clean. Fish with scale, salmon, tilapia, codfish, give me some other fish, trout, bass. All right, those are sanctified. Trooper Bukwashi, keep reading from where you're at in Leviticus.
So, sir, I have a question about the marriage.
Go ahead, brother.
Most High said, gave a commandment to, I believe it was Adam, be fruitful and multiply. But Paul was saying that you don't have to have a wife.
Right.
How, on the face value, that sounds like a contradiction.
Right. Let's get what's the scripture the brother's referring to? Genesis 1 and bear with me 1 second. 1 and 28. Genesis 1 and 28.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
So the Most High blessed them. Read up a verse.
You said read up a verse, sir?
Yeah, read verse 27.
20. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them.
So the Most High created man in his own image. That doesn't mean we look like God. That's not what that means. And his image is his reputation. Like someone's action can accompany a bad image. Give them a point, a bad reputation. All people were created to in the reputation of the Most High. All people have the ability to uphold the reputation of the Most High, to keep the law. All right, continue.
Verse 28. And God blessed them.
God blessed them, mankind. Talking about people. All right, as a whole. This isn't talking about individuals. This isn't talking about everyone. But people as a whole do what?
And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply.
Be fruitful and multiply. Go ahead.
And replenish the earth.
And fill the earth. That word replenish means fill. All right, go ahead.
And subdue it.
And subdue it. Go ahead.
And have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Right. So the verse of being fruitful and multiply is the people's ability to reproduce. All right, now, you're just saying everyone has to reproduce? No. But people, like many other creatures, have the ability to be fruitful and multiply. The Lord's command was for people to get together, to get married, and to bear children. All right? Let's see what Paul said, I would that you would be as me. All right? Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
February 28th and March 6th.
Right, 1 Corinthians, look at 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. Read the scripture in your Bible.
Salakia, what's the scripture, sir?
1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter.
7th. Is it starting at verse 32, sir? Or?
Read verse 32.
But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried, care for the things that belong to the Lord.
No, read on verse 1.
Come. Now, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof you wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Whereof the things that you wrote unto me, it's good for a man not to touch a woman. Now, this is Paul saying it's good for a man, but he doesn't touch a woman. Is Paul saying that a man cannot touch a woman? True repercussion.
No, it's not saying that.
No, he's not saying that. What he is saying that it's good, it's strong for a man to not do that. All right, he's strong, and Paul needed the men that could work, that didn't have to do that. Why? He needed men to do the work. He needed men that were focused on the Lord. Keep reading.
Verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife.
Every man has his own wife to avoid fornication. Okay, the scripture in Genesis 1:26 is a command to mankind. This is not saying every man has to have a woman and start a family. That's not what that's saying. What it is saying is that in general, people, mankind, make children, be fruitful, reproduce. Do you get my point? Like the animals, they reproduce sexually. Many things split off and reproduce asexually, but nonetheless, the Lord's giving them the ability, blessing them, giving them the ability to reproduce. That's what the scripture in Genesis, the 1st chapter and the 20th verse is doing, is giving them the ability to do it. Paul was saying that he needed men that were able to go without a woman to focus on the Lord, focus on the Lord's work. Does that make sense to the question?
Khan.
All right. Do you have any other questions on any other topic?
I'm good for now, sir.
Okay, Khan. Brothers, if you read the scriptures, go through precepts, which you should be doing. If you have a question, you should write it down. That's what I do. I always start out the class on Thursday with a question. All right, but let's go back to the dietary law. All right.
Khan. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have
all that are in the water. The Muslims say whatever is in the waters you can eat. Mussels, clams, shellfish, tuna, eel, all that you can eat. That's what the Lord said. We all.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters,
scales, go ahead.
In the seas, in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Whatsoever have fins and scales. Let's find out what fins is. Let's get the scripture real quick. What scripture are you at?
Leviticus 11 and 9.
Leviticus 11 and 9. Bear with me 1 second. Matter of fact, read the scripture again.
Khan. Leviticus 11 and 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Whatsoever has fins and scales. Fins and scales. Let's find out what scales are. A tuna does not have scales. A tuna is not lawful. We're going to prove it. All right, this is the blue letter for Strong's number 87193. This is the white man's pronunciation of it, which is wrong. It has these little dots. It's pronounced in Hebrew. Quashah Quashaf. Quashah Quashaf. All right, Quashah Quashaf. It's a noun. It's the root word is from an unused root, meaning to shale off as bark. Shale off as bark. All right. When you take a knife to bark, you kind of see this. You kind of see the pieces of Bark fly off? Hell no. You take a knife to the edge of a tree and start scraping it. Pieces of wood are going to be flying off into your face, flying off out to the ground, flying up, hitting the tree, hitting you. All right. When you scale a fish, when you descale a fish, it should be obvious that that sucker has scales on it, because you should have to wash your knife off from descaling the fish. Brothers that have fished know what I'm talking about. Brothers that have fished know what I'm talking about. When you take a bass or a trout, go ahead and you descale him, the scales are flying off. It's a fish's armor. It's his armor. It's armor for a fish. All right? And that outer protective layer, that armor, all right, defines whether he's clean or not. Shrimp have fins, but they do not have scales. Lobsters have fins, but they do not have scales. All right? Clams, mussels have neither. All right? So none of those things can you eat. Continue.
Khan, verse 9. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, all that move in the waters, of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
They shall be an abomination unto you. Mussels are an abomination unto you. Tuna is an abomination unto you. Tuna, I'll say it again, tuna is an abomination unto you. Tuna is not lawful. Clams, mussels, shrimp, crab, lobster, none of that is lawful to you, black man, Hispanic, Native American, Indian. It's an abomination. Why? Because they don't have fins and scales. A Muslim says whatever's in the ocean you can eat, which is a damn lie. All right, continue.
Khan, verse 11. They shall be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in an abomination.
Okay, so you bear their carcass, you got to wash, you'll be unclean for a day. What it means to be unclean is, if we have class in Montreal, you can't come to the class. We have Passover, you can come to the hotel, but you cannot come to the physical Passover where we keep it. All right, that's all it means to be unclean. It doesn't mean that you're evil or awful. All right, in this sense, it's just you're trifling, you're dirty. All right. Continue.
Khan. Verse 12. Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. They are an abomination.
Go ahead.
And the ostrich.
The eagle is unclean. America's bird, the white man's bird, the Nazis' bird, bird of Great Britain, the bird of Norway, the bird of Russia. He's unclean. Go ahead.
And the ostrich.
Ossifrage, all right? Officer Adiar, can you look up that word, ossifrage, in that verse? What? Go ahead.
And the osprey.
And the osprey, the white man has a military aircraft called the osprey. Officer Adiar, when you have ossifrage, can you read it? Hold where you're at.
Another one. Ostrich at the Wikipedia. The bearded vulture.
A what?
A bearded vulture.
Vulture. Go ahead. So ostrich is a vulture. You can't eat a vulture. Look up osprey. Osprey. Officer Adiar.
Go on, sir. The osprey in Wikipedia, the osprey, or more specifically the western osprey, also called sea hawk, river hawk, and fish hawk.
Sea hawk, river hawk, fish hawk. All right, can't eat hawk. Officer Trooper Bakashi, keep reading.
Khan. Verse 14. And the vulture and the kite after his kind.
Vulture, all right, and the kite. Officer Adiar, can you look up kite bird?
The vulture
and the kite. So these are largely birds of prey. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Continue.
Khan. Verse 15. Every raven after his kind. 16. And the owl and the nighthawk.
The raven, the owl, the nighthawk, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. This is your health, damn it. And it's not in a damn miracle cure from Dr. Sebi. This is your diet, and it's not, it doesn't say anything about topical creams from Dr. Sebi, all right? Or none of that nonsense. All that is nonsense. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. It's time to be serious, damn it. It's time to be serious, and we are giving you a diet that is going to save your life. It is the diet of Leviticus, the 11th chapter, all right? It is the diet of Leviticus, the 11th chapter, and it is the diet that you shall keep, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Continue.
Khan. And the cacao and the hawk after his kind.
The hawk, all the hawk after his kind. Black hawk, the white hawk, the golden eagle, the golden hawk, excuse me, the sea hawk. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And the little owl.
And the what?
And the little owl.
And the little owl, you can't eat, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Why is this important? Because this is your diet. You can't eat pork, according to Leviticus, the 11th chapter. You can't eat shrimp, according to Leviticus, the 11th chapter. You can't eat crab. You can't eat lobster, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. That's where we're dying at alarming rates. That's why we're getting high blood pressure at alarming rates, and Dr. Sebi's creams is not going to solve it. Keep reading.
Khan. And the cormorant and the great owl.
Look up cormorant, Officer Adiyar.
Sir. Salak, sir, I have the kite.
Go ahead, read the kite.
Kite is a common name for certain bird of prey in the family of the I.S.U.P.K, particularly in subfamilies Milvini, Ilanine, and Pernanine.
Keep going. All right, and that keep reading. Trooper Bukwashia.
Khan. Verse 18. And the swan, and the pelican, and the gyre eagle.
Swan, the pelican, and the gyre eagle. All right. Keep reading.
19. And the stork, and the heron after her kind.
The stork and the heron. Keep reading.
And the lapwing and the bat.
Lapwing, bats, you can't eat. Go ahead.
Verse 20. All fowls that creep, going upon all fours, shall be an abomination unto you.
Fowls that creep, going on all fours. All right, whatever has wings and goes on all fours, you can't eat. Read on.
21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all fours, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth.
So those are the bugs you can eat. You can eat locusts, all right? And I believe it's going to say beetle, but keep going.
Verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat. The locust after his kind.
All right, the locust is lawful. Go ahead.
And the bald locust after his kind.
Bald locust after his kind, meaning whatever species of that bald locust. Go ahead.
And the beetle after his kind.
And the beetle after his kind. Those are things. These are things you can eat. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. The fowls you can eat. Fowls that don't go on all fours and fly, you can eat. Chicken. Chicken, turkey. Those are things you can eat. Grouse is another one. All right. Duck you can't eat. Geese you can't eat. Swan you can't eat. All right. That's what you can't eat, man. And this is real health we're going over. Give me Proverbs. Give me Proverbs 16 and 17. Give me Proverbs 16 and 17, Trooper Bukwashia. Black people love Dr. Sebi because Dr. Sebi is easy to follow. It's easy to not eat herbs, you understand, and eat alkaline and alkaline this and alkaline that. Get high, but it's hard to follow a man of the Most High. Keep reading.
You said Proverbs 15 and 17?
Proverbs 16 and 17.
Khan. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 17.
Go ahead.
The highway of the upright is to depart from evil.
The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. That's the highway of the upright. And the upright, they'll have good health. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. The upright won't have sex with whores and they won't get AIDS. And they won't need Dr. Sebi's cure for AIDS. The upright won't have fudge like a Hershey's chocolate plant. All right. Won't have sex with men. All right. Won't be homosexuals. And so they won't have AIDS. So they won't need Dr. Sebi's miracle cure for AIDS. All right. Yeah, that's why we're good. Keep reading.
He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul.
And keepeth his way, preserveth his soul. Keep your way, black man. You don't keep your way if you're going having sex with hoes. You don't keep your way if you rob your brother, steal from your brother, get high. Keep reading.
Verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Right. Pride goes before destruction. Drop that. Get me Ezekiel 8:17. It's a sin to smoking to get high, black man, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Right now in our community, there's more weed being smoked. Sir, can we can eat duck? No, we can't eat duck. Ducks are birds of prey, all right? The law about fowl, the law about birds is birds you can eat is largely listed to birds of prey. A bird that stalks and preys is the owl. The owl you can't eat. A bird that stalks, a bird that preys is an eagle. He sits up high in the mountains looking for mice to go and grab and eat. You can't eat the eagle. A duck. Watch a duck at 5 a.m. in Quebec, okay? And you won't want to eat them. They're up in those trees hunting and killing, you understand, animals and eating them. Those birds you can't eat. A duck is a bird of prey. Those ducks you cannot eat. Chickens are not birds of prey. You can eat chickens. You can eat turkey. You can eat, what's another one? Grouse. You can eat quail. Quail is what we eat coming out of Egypt. But you can't eat duck or swan. Chicken is lawful. Chicken is not a bird of prey. Chicken is a fowl that you can eat. It's related to the quail family in poultry. I don't even think duck is poultry, but if they do call it poultry, they're wrong. Duck is a bird of prey. You cannot eat duck. Duck is unlawful. No quack quack. All right. This is the real health plan for the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. All right. This is the diet that you must keep. All right. Read what you have.
You said Ezekiel 4:17?
Ezekiel 8:17. Now, a lot of people talk about it, Dr. Sebi this and Dr. Sebi that, while getting higher, you understand, than the eagle's legs. While getting higher than the eagle's wings. Keep reading.
Khan. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. Then he said unto me, Hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah?
Have you seen it, son of man? Is it a light thing for the Judites? Go ahead.
Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here?
Right. Is it a light thing we commit the abominations that we commit here? Keep reading.
For they have filled the land with violence.
They have filled the land with violence. Continue.
And have returned to provoke me to anger.
And turn to provoke him to anger. How do they provoke the Lord with anger? How do they fill the land with violence? Continue.
And lo, they put the branch to their nose.
And look, they do what?
Put the branch to their nose.
And lo, they put the branch to their nose. With that herb. Smell that herb. Put the line of coke to their nose. That's a branch. That cocaine came from a coca leaf that the white man took and turned into some ungodly filth that you go put on the table and snort, you understand, like it's life elixir. All right? Look what they do. They put the branch to their nose. Don't you smell that reefer before you light it? Smell that joint? Ah, it's the good stuff, man. Light it. It's the good stuff. Before you go and light it and you say get higher than the International Space Station. That's an abomination of the words that we commit. And it perceives the violence that goes on in our land. A ton of horrible crimes have been committed in the Black and Hispanic community. While what? While they didn't have Dr. Sebi's miracle cure? While they didn't have Nipsey Hussle's clothing line? No. While they were high. Many rapists were high on marijuana. You can go and look it up. There's a cat in Chicago who was caught, a Negro in Chicago they caught, who was a rapist. He said, I would get high, and I would rape. You get high on what? Meth? No. Weed. Weed was what he needed to be a vile pervert like the white man. Marijuana is because of a list of horrible crimes in the Black and Hispanic community, and the Lord said it in the book of Ezekiel. All right, in the book of Ezekiel, 8th chapter, the 17th verse. Drop that. Get me 2 Peter 2 and 15. Yeah, give me 2 Peter 2 and 15. Officer Adi, get me 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and 15.
Another one gone.
All right. This is my last scripture, and then Officer Adi, you got the floor. All right.
Another one gone, sir.
Well, Trooper Bakwashi, you need the scripture read.
Khan. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 15.
Go ahead.
Which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray.
We've forsaken the right way. We've gone astray. Go ahead.
Following the way of Balaam, the son of Bosar.
Right, the way of Balaam. Smoking marijuana is following after other gods, chiefly the goddess Shiva. Getting high is a religious adventure. It's a religious experience. It's serving another god. It's using you. It's defiling the temple of the Most High, destroying yourself. Smoke destroys your lungs in a way that is irreversible. All right, for the most part. A lot. Weed smoke predisposes you to many mental illnesses. Read on.
Who love the wages of unrighteousness.
Who love the wages of unrighteousness. Love the way the ones being thrown on you while you're stripping. Love to throw ones at strippers. Love to pay somebody to go and kill someone on the block in Chicago. Love to pay someone to go do a hit. Read on.
Khan, verse 16. But was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumbass speaking with my
iniquity. That's it on that. The smoking weed, getting high is service of Balaam, the service to another god. Read the scripture you have, Officer Aliyar. Also, too, Proverbs 16:27 says, "Ungodly putteth fire to his lips." What's between your lips when you're smoking weed? Fire. What's between your lips when you're smoking crack? Fire. What's between your lips when you're smoking cigarettes? Fire. What's between your lips when you're lighting that cigar? Fire. That's what ungodly men do. Men that aren't godly, that don't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Men that don't fear the Lord. Men that don't have wisdom. All right? And you can't learn from Dr. Sebi's speeches, but this is the truth. Read what you have.
Another one come. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 15. Know ye not that your bodies are the member of Christ?
Right. Don't you know that your bodies are the members of Christ, the members of Yahushua? Yahushua died so that blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, all right, though we've gotten high, that we've smoked weed, that we smoked cigarettes, that we smoked crack, that we've done every evil under the sun, stole, robbed, killed, stripped, all that nonsense, we have the ability to become the members of Yahushua, and the white man can't. The Arab cannot. Why? Because he died to save his people. Christ came to save his people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and no one else. Continue.
Another one on. Shall I then take the members of Christ and make them the members of an harlot?
Right. Shall he take the members of Christ and make them the members of a whore? Make them just a part of filth? No, he's not going to do that. Your body was not made to be a part of wash and a part of filth, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. Your body wasn't made to be filled with smoke. All right. Your body was made to be filled with crack, to be filled with lines of cocaine. Your body was made to be filled off the doctrine and the knowledge of the scripture. That's what your body was made to do, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You should let's fill ourselves up with this. All right, not Dr. Sebi's miracle cures, not Dr. Sebi's pH reducers, not Nipsey Hussle's mixtape, but the Holy Bible, 1611 edition. All right, that's what's going to save us. Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Hussle's death was terrible. His death was terrible. All right, death shouldn't happen. People weren't made to be killed. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. That's what happened to your father. That's what happened to your brother, your cousin, your daughter, your sister. They were shot. They were killed. They were killed tragically before their time. And the I.S.U.P.K, we mourn for you. We mourn for the poor, blacks and Hispanics. They don't have a say on TMZ. They don't have a say on CNN. Shalom, sir. Shalom. They don't have a say on CNN. They don't have a say on NBC. We mourn for you. All right? And we're giving you the health plan of the Most High that Dr. Sebi couldn't do. All right? With that being said, did you read the, you read the scripture? With that being said, I'm going to pass it to Officer Adiar. He's going to close out the class. All right? Super Bukwash, you're going to read for him. All right? So, Officer Adiar, go ahead.
Sir.
Hold on 1 second. Praveen, what about medical marijuana? Medical marijuana does not need to be smoked. I'll repeat it. Medical marijuana does not need to be smoked. Again, the Lord created the herbs out of the earth for medicine. Marijuana has an medicinal purpose. All right, it's an herb that grows out of the earth. There's nothing wrong with the plant. There's nothing wrong with the coca plant. There's nothing wrong with the opiate plant. But men have used it for evil, for wickedness. Most of the time, people are asking about medical marijuana as an excuse to get high. But I'll answer this question if it's legitimately for an actual diagnosed medical issue. Not if your back hurts, I'm going to go and light a joint to Bob Marley. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if you have glaucoma and it's diagnosed. I'm talking about if you're in chemotherapy and it's diagnosed. Then you can take medical marijuana. Now, medical marijuana can be applied as a cream. It can be drunk as a tea. You don't have to smoke weed. Okay, and there's no excuse to do that. Talk to a real medical professional. Dr. Sebi is not a medical professional, all right, nor is your weed dealer. All right, talk to a medical professional, and if you need to apply marijuana cream or drink marijuana tea for a real diagnosis, that's lawful. All right. Officer Adia, go ahead.
Today, my topic today is gonna be about, is God a racist in the Bible? Like I don't know if Trooper Bakwasha already went through this, but I've been called a racist over here because I'm talking about I'm talking for the blacks, the Latinos, and the Native Indian. They automatically said as soon as I leave the white man away from my belief, I'm racist.
Right.
The word racist, which means a person who shows or feels discrimination or prejudice against people of other races, or who believes that a particular race is superior than another. Now, throughout the Bible, it shows us that God preferred the children of Israel, the nation of Israel. So, according to that knowledge and to that understanding, God is automatically a racist. But people don't seem to understand that while it's right there in the Bible. I mean, the church tells us now, I mean, John 3:16, but God is a racist in the Bible. God cares about Israel only in the Bible, and we have verses that could show that in the Bible. And Trooper Bakwasha, can you drop me in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, please?
Khan.
But that's what the Christian don't understand in the Bible. They go to church, but they never understand these scriptures. While the scriptures only talking about us, only cares about us. God only cares about the selected people, the chosen people that He chose. He doesn't care about these other nations. It's all throughout the Bible. But of course, Pastor Porkchop is gonna use the Bible to exactly make his money. So, I mean, we're coming out with the truth. Go ahead when you have it.
Khan. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Thou and holy people. That means we separate. We're not like these other nations. Now, I mean, God doesn't look at us like these other nations. We separate. God created a bunch of nations. Now, I mean, in the Bible, throughout the Bible, but we are separated from these other nations. We are set apart. We are not like them. That's like a racism, don't you think? Don't you think, Trooper Bakwasha? Don't you think that's like racism? We separate.
It is. I do.
Now, I mean, keep on going.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto Himself.
To be what?
To be a special people unto Himself.
To be normal.
To be a special people unto Himself.
To be like the other nations.
To be a special people unto Himself.
We all equal.
To be a special people unto Himself.
That's right. God chose us to be a special people unto Himself. We belong to Yahweh. We belong to the power. We are special unto that power. We are special to the Creator. We are not like the other ones. I mean, we are not like these other nations. These other nations weren't giving these laws. We don't suffer like these other nations. We don't go through these things, to this hell, I mean, to the punishment that God is making us go through. These other nations, they don't go through this. I mean, we are separate. We are special. These curses, we feel them. They don't feel these curses. We are special to the Most High. Was that it on the verse?
No, I still some more.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
There you go. Above all nation, all people. So that shows that the Most High must be racist. That shows that the Most High doesn't care about these other nations. That shows us exactly who we are. Compared to these other nations, we are superior. We are the best in everything. We are the best in sport. We are the best in music. We are the best in whatever we do. We are the best in this world. But if you come out and say, "Nah, me, you a Israelite over here," they're gonna come and they're gonna call you a racist. If you start showing that you're superior to these other nations, they're gonna tell you you're racist. But the Bible is racist. God is racist. I mean, racist doesn't mean that I have to go and kill people and do like the KKK what they're doing over in the States. The racist doesn't mean that, but racist means that you chose a nation and you see that nation, those people higher than these other people. I mean, and that's what God is doing in the Bible. That's what God shows us in the Bible. That's what the Bible tells us. I mean, can you drop me in 2 Esdras 6:54, Baba Kasha?
Khan.
If I can add something too real quick, in no religious text does it say anything about equality. The word equality is not in any religious text. Go and read Hindu Vedas. There is no equality in the Hindu Vedas. They have classes in India.
That's right.
All right, you got the Brahmins all the way down to the untouchables. Go read the Quran. The Quran is not about equality. Go and read the white Jewish man, the fake Jew. Go read his documents. Nothing about equality. Read the Bible. There's nothing about equality in any religion or in any religious book. The Bible is the only religious book. It's the only book that was authorized by the Most High Spirit. The only one. The Hindu Vedas were written by man. The Quran was written by man. All of them take from the Bible. This has nothing to do with equality. There's no equality in any religion on the planet Earth, okay, except for Black Christianity. Black Christianity is the home of equality, which is American. The American idea of equality is a lie. It's equal and equal conditions. Two white people, they have equality. Two white women, they have equality. All right, but for no one else. Salaki.
Another one can. That's exactly true. I mean, but they want us to exactly accept equality. They want us to put in our mind that we are all created equal. We are all the same. I mean, but that's not the truth. Go ahead, Trooper, about Kasha.
Khan, you said 2nd Esdras 2 and what's the verse?
Second Esdras 6 verse 54.
2nd Esdras 6 and 54.
God.
2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
We all come from Adam. Every nation come from Adam. I mean, that's one thing they're gonna tell you. They're gonna say we all come from Adam. We all equal. Adam created us all. We should not be separated. But life separate. They separate us already. We in the ghettos. We separated. I mean, they're killing us. They don't kill us like they're killing every other nation. They don't kill the Arabs like they're killing us. The Chinese men, they're all secure over here. I mean, but they're gonna tell us now. I mean, we all equal. We all come from Adam. How come they don't think about that when they're killing us? I think that they don't think about that with the hell we're going through. That we all the same. We all come from Adam. Why they don't tell the white man to stop doing what he's doing on us? But we all come from Adam. Go ahead.
Khan. And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
The people that he has chosen. I mean, who has chosen these people? God. We just read it in Deuteronomy 7:6. God has chosen these people. I mean, so we all come from Adam. Yes, that's true. But out of Adam, out of all these people from Adam, God chose particular people. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Khan. Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord.
Salakia triple. Salakia. That was it on that verse. You know what I mean? But we all come from Adam. We all come from Adam, and they want to say these people that come out of these churches, they're gonna tell you that we all come from Adam. We should not hate. We should not hate. Really, is love we showing. We showing love to the Black, Latinos, and Native Indian. Know what I mean? Other nation, they're not showing love to us. How come? How come they don't talk about is we all come from Adam? Show us some love, then. Know what I mean? Can you bring me to Psalm 147, 19 verse 19 to 20?
Khan. Psalm 147.
Come on. Verse 19 to 20. I mean, we all come from Adam. We all come from one man. They're gonna say, know what I mean, we all come from Noah. Matter of fact, know what I mean, they're gonna say they're gonna bring Noah's name. Know what I mean, know what I mean, the children of Noah after the flood. But how come they don't remember that when we have to suffer? Know what I mean, how come they don't remember that? Know what I mean, but when the white man is killing us, but we all come from Adam though. But God chose a special people out of those nations that came from Adam. Let's go.
Psalms 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
It shows his worth to who?
Unto Jacob.
Unto Jacob. Jacob is the father of the 12 tribe of Israel, the father of the blacks, the Latinos, and the Native Indian. Jacob is our father. He showed his worth to our father. He didn't show it to no Amite. These words in the Bible, they weren't shown to Amite, to the Hindus, to the Arabs, to the white man. They don't know these words. I mean, he wasn't sent for them. Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
His statutes and his judgment. That means these laws, these commandments, these precepts of the Bible, the judgment of breaking these laws. We have them. I mean, we go through the punishment of these laws, of breaking these laws. The other nation, they don't go through the punishments. I mean, we are the ones that go through them. Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 20. He has not dealt so with any nation.
No, we are the same.
He has not dealt so with any nation.
He has not dealt so with any other nation. I mean, no other nation. He doesn't deal with the other nation. I mean, God only deals with Israel, the Black, Latinos, and the Native Indian, the 12 tribe of Israel. He doesn't deal with the other nation. He doesn't give them their laws. He doesn't give them. They don't have the laws of God. They don't even believe in the power, the higher power. I mean, Yahweh. I mean, they believe in other false God, other false deities. But we are the one that was given these laws, these precepts. I mean, these judgments. We are the ones that God loves so much. I mean, for him to realize, for us to realize that we are chosen. I mean, and this hell that we're going through is exactly signs for us to realize that God loves us, God chose us. That's why we're going through this hell. I mean, just like you have a father is punishing you, we're getting punished right now. These are the nations, they're not being punished for, I mean, for breaking the laws. We have to face the judgment of breaking these laws. I mean, he doesn't deal with those other nations. Go ahead.
Khan. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Exactly. The judgment, they have not known them. I mean, they could eat pork. They could be homosexuals. They could do all this type of things. I mean, nothing happened to them. I mean, they still succeed. I mean, there's nothing wrong happened to them. I mean, but us, we break the laws. Look at the state of our people for breaking the laws. I mean, while these are the nations, they break the laws every day. I mean, the Arabs are big homosexuals. I mean, but look at, they don't talk about AIDS being in Arab communities as so much as us. I mean, but we break the law and we face the judgment. They don't know the judgment of the Most High. I mean, go ahead on the verse.
Praise ye the Lord.
Praise be the Lord. Praise be the Most High that they don't have these precepts. They don't have the judgment. They praise be the Most High that we are chosen. Praise be the Most High that He loves us. Know what I mean? He chose us. So God is racist. So if they call us racist, hell yeah, I'm a racist. Know what I mean? Because God is racist. I'm up for my race. I'm putting up my race because no other race gonna put up my race. But I will. I.S.U.P.K will. Know what I mean? Now, can you bring me to Romans 9 verse 13?
Khan.
We the one that breaks the law. We the one that has to face the judgment. These are the nations. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about us. But as soon as we step up, they're gonna say we all come from Adam. You're a racist. Know what I mean? They have the word anti-Semite. Now, I mean, you talk about the fake Jewish men, they're gonna say you anti-Semite. But we are the Semitic people, the Shemitic people, we could say. Now, I mean, we are the people, the children of Shem, the children of Jacob that the Bible is talking about. How come when they're doing all these type of things on us, they never say you are anti-Semite? How come we are the children of Sem as well? How come they don't say they are anti-Semite for doing all this type of evil to us? Go ahead on with the first one. We have it when you have it.
Khan. Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
As it is written, because it's also written in Malachi, the first chapter. Jacob have I loved. The Most High love Jacob. Go ahead.
But Esau have I hated.
There you go. They say God doesn't hate. God only love. God only love. But how come God hates? How come the Bible in two different places says God hates a particular people? You know what I mean? How come God hates Esau? I mean, and when you find out Esau is the white man, but when you realize what the white man has done to the children of God, to the chosen people of God, you will understand why God hates Esau. But God loved Jacob. Even though we're going through hell today, God loved Jacob. God loved us so much that he sent his only begotten son, even through the hell that we live in today. I mean, go ahead.
Khan, verse 14. What shall we say then?
The verse 13, that was it on the verse 13?
That was it for verse 13.
Go on, you could stay there. Now, I mean, God hates Esau, but he loves the Jacob. That's two different races. So is God racist then?
Yes, he is.
That's right. That's right. Them right is a racist. Now I mean, because he's showing love to one side of people, one people, but he's hating another people. That's racist. He's elevating Israel. He cares about Israel, but he doesn't care about the other nation. That's racist. Know what I mean? So there you have it. God loved Jacob, but he hated Esau. He hated Edom. Know what I mean? There you for the last verse, you could bring me to Amos chapter 3, verse 1 to 2.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1 through 2.
I mean, the Most High loved Jacob. Know what I mean? He loves Israel, despite of the state that we're in right now. God loves us. The white man is high above. Now I mean, controls everything, controls the whole planet Earth. But God hates him. That seems weird to me, but that's the love of God. That's the love God has for us. I mean, and we will be on that position one day. I mean, we will be in that position when Christ come back, ruling the entire world. Because God also said, it's also written that God created everything for us. I mean, go ahead with that verse when you have it.
Khan. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Children of Israel. Now we're going to hear what God say against the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
we were the ones that were in Egypt. The black Latinos and the Native Indian, the same slavery we're going through today, we went through the same slavery in Egypt. Know what I mean? And God rescued us from Egypt. So it should be common sense that God is going to rescue us out of this slavery right here. Go ahead.
Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Out of all the families of the earth, you only have I known. You only I care about. You only I gave these laws. You only that I punished for breaking these laws. You only I set apart. I ain't set apart no other people, but you Israel, you black, you Latinos, you Native Indian. I mean, that's racist in the Bible. It's all throughout the Bible. The Bible is a book about the black Latinos and the Native Indian, but they're gonna use it in church and make money and brainwash our people. I mean, keep on going.
Khan. Verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
There you go. Now I mean, we got the judgment of the Bible, and we're suffering these judgment today. Know what I mean, like I said before, these are the nations they're not being punished for breaking the laws. We are. So these are signs, and that should be evident that, you know what I mean, we must be doing something wrong. We must not be like them, because they're breaking the laws, we breaking the laws. Well, how come we suffer these judgments? How come they don't? I mean, but once you find out that we are the people, the chosen people of God, know what I mean, only us have it, God has known. He doesn't care about the other nation. Know what I mean, was that it? Was that it on the verse?
That was it. Yes, sir.
That's exactly the message today. Know what I mean? So according to these verses, know what I mean, according to this precept, we see that God is the racist in the Bible. He doesn't care about these other nations. He cares only about Israel, the race, the nation of Israel, the Black, Latinos, and the Native Indian. On that said, know what I mean, I pass the class to Officer Aban.
I was going on. All right, Mosline, good work. Good break it down. All right, that was excellent. Quality is not in the damn Bible. Equality is not in the Bible. Nowhere in the Bible is talking about equality in any damn religion. Sure as hell in Canadian society, you understand we're not equal. And Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, we were in Egypt. We're in Egypt. This is a book called Pictorial History of the Jewish People. All right, make sure you can see it. This is the last thing we're going through. Then we're going to click the class. All right. Pictorial history. I hope you can see that. Pictorial history of the Jewish people. All right. Let's go to book page 22. Page 22, in the top left-hand corner, it says Egyptian wall painting of Semitic slaves at construction work. Egyptian wall painting of Semitic slaves at construction work. Right. Really, Lily White? Right? Lily White with yarmulkes on? No, these are Semitic slaves. These are Jews working in Egypt. It's a pictorial history of Jewish people. Black, they were black as coal. You also had Joseph, who was the exact same complexion for lucky many Puerto Ricans are today. All right. With that being said, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, founded under Commanding General YAHANNA. All right. We teach that the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the Israelites. All right. The white man is the devil. If you have an inquiry about a sister in his school, are you to get in touch with me, Officer Aban? All right, Aban, you can on Facebook. You can check out the number that I posted in the Facebook chat. YouTube, it's +1 484 687 7040 +1 484 687 7040. Get in touch with me about the truth. All right, we're all over Canada. We're in Montreal and Toronto to start. All right. With that being said, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.